Exercise 19 start. I am happy to participate in the centenary celebrations of St. Joseph's College, an institute which has earned for itself a reputation for its standards and achievements. Among its alumni are some who distinguished themselves in the fields of science, administration, and in the army. The institution has thus contributed significantly to the country's progress and defense. Institutions like yours, started by missionaries in different parts of the country, have helped a great deal to spread Western education in the country, especially in the 19th century and the earlier decades of this century. They have thus helped the country to absorb all that is good in Western thought and also to develop in science and technology. Academically, these institutions have always produced good results. It is due to the habits of discipline and hard work which the institutions seek to foster and promote among the pupils. Discipline is best promoted not by the fear of punishment but by the example of those in authority. The founders of these institutions and those in charge of them belong to organizations which demand of their members discipline and dedicated hard work, qualities which they in turn seek to promote among their pupils. It is this approach which is responsible for the better performance of these institutions. During the past 2 or 3 decades, there has been a large increase in the number of institutions offering higher education. Extensive and widespread facilities have already been created, and the main effort now should be to put them to the maximum possible use. Institutions which have low enrollment and inadequate facilities have come up in certain places. The aim should now be more to bring up such non-viable institutions rather than to establish new ones. At the same time, the needs of first generation learners, particularly those belonging to social and economically backward sections for whom higher education provides an opportunity to improve their social and economic status, have to be taken care of so as to enable them to take advantage of employment opportunities. It is necessary that educational programs are related to manpower demands existing and anticipated for executing development projects, for maintaining services and supplies, and for the different occupational groups. While there are deeper reasons for unemployment among the educated, part of the problem arises from the want of proper matching between education and employment so that education become more relevant. The primary object should be to make the first degree course more relevant and responsive to the development needs of the community and link education with work in the field and practical experience. In a competitive environment in which satisfaction of one's material needs is the primary consideration, education cannot but be related to the imparting of enough skill and knowledge for seeking out one's livelihood. But it ought to be more than that. It should aim at more than mere transmission of a body of settled knowledge. It should endeavor to promote the scientific habit of mind. An ignorant person is prone to form hasty opinions and hold on to them doggedly. The scientist, on the other hand, is slow to believe, and he believes only to the extent it is based on evidence. He is aware of the tentative nature of his opinion and the possibility of his having to change his belief if fresh evidence warrants it. The development of such a scientific attitude of mind should be the goal of education. Today, with powerful mass media constantly pouring forth propaganda for commercial, political, and other ends, a citizen needs more than ever to develop a capacity for sifting facts and evidence and to think objectively. It should be the aim of education to develop such capacity. The 5 years plans envisage that institutions of higher learning would be encouraged and enabled to involve themselves in the development activities of the community and provide support through extension services of students and of faculties. This would not only help the students to extend their frontiers of knowledge but also use their knowledge to help the community to solve some of its problems. Education is a process that never ends. One learns all one's life. The sources of knowledge are also countless. One does not learn only from the teachers, colleagues, people one meets in life, and may nature itself provide unlimited opportunities of acquiring knowledge. What is needed is the humility to admit that knowledge is available everywhere and the will to learn. Education must be thought of not merely as preparation for maturity but as a continuous development of the mental faculties and continuous illumination of life. The formal education which we receive at school and college gives us the instrumentalities of mental growth. Our further development depends upon our observation and interpretation of experience. In this view, education is a continuous lifelong process.